was only wearing whipped cream because I wanted to make my boyfriend a spicy surprise. However, I didn't know that his country house had an apiary. All my romantic plans were ruined by a swarm of bees. Wherever I ran, they followed me. Their number grew by the second. Fortunately, Sean's car drove into the yard, but he didn't get out of it not alone. He was with his grandmother and her friend.
Honey, what's going on here?
I wanted to escape into the house, yet the bees blocked my way. Plus, I felt like the whipped cream on my buttocks had completely melted away. If I turned around, everyone would see my... Ah! This water is freezing! Suddenly, someone doused me with a garden hose.
You're welcome, dear. No whipped cream, no bees.
Unfortunately, I didn't have any clothes under the whipped cream either. So I was standing in front of everyone in my birthday suit. Sean's grandmother, who still hadn't uttered a word, couldn't handle my surprise and lost consciousness. She was now the one who had to be splashed with the hose. I thought you would be alone. My sweet surprise has turned into a complete failure.
I'm sorry. Just that Grandpa wanted to meet you for a long time. It was supposed to be kind of a surprise too, just not so spicy.
Hey, girl. Sean said you were a nurse. Go check on Betty, now. Or do you just have that nurse costume, well, for your games?
It was clear the kind of reputation I would have from that day on. Still, no matter what, I had to help Sean's poor grandmother. Bring me my clothes, please. They're in the house. Betty raised my boyfriend alone. Without her approval, I could forget about a serious relationship with Sean, whom I had already fallen so much in love with. Drink some water. It's very hot outside. Looks like you experienced heat stroke.
It was not heat stroke, but a moral stroke. Betty, it's a good thing they put you here and not in that sin-ridden bedroom.
After that, Ruth showed Sean's grandma my purchases from the adult store. The same ones I bought for the weekend with Sean.
Just look at this. And it isn't even the scariest thing that was on the bed. Oh no. This girl will soon kill her grandmother, Sean. Were you planning on proposing to such a lustful woman today? What a shame.
Oh my. Did Sean love me so much that he had already bought a ring? Yet Ruth's screams interrupted my joy.
What are you waiting for? Go save Betty. It's your fault she passed out again.
When she regained consciousness, I wanted to apologize, but Ruth made me go into the kitchen.
Hurry up. Get her some water with the lemon and ice. Also, don't go near her anymore. You're killing her.
I thought I could finally talk to Sean in private. But suddenly Betty called him. I don't know what she told him, but I had a terrible feeling. Sean must have brought her to see him propose to me. However, now there was no way she would let him marry someone like me. I opened the window to get some fresh air and heard Ruth whispering to someone over the phone on the terrace.
Mission accomplished. I ruined their engagement. I also replaced Betty's medicine with vitamins. She'll feel bad all day. Once she's gone, you'll have access to Sean and his wealth again.
I wanted to tell him everything, yet Ruth noticed me.
Are you eavesdropping? No one will believe you anyway.
You are a horrible person. Give the medicine back to Betty immediately.
No way! Sean dumped my granddaughter because of her.
I realized that nothing would stop Ruth on the way to her goal. So I locked the house from the inside and rushed to find Betty's medicine.
Amy, what? What are you doing? That is Ruth's purse.
Honey, just trust me. I'm saving your grandmother. Ruth started knocking on the door and demanding to let her in. Don't open it. She wants to harm you, Betty. She also wishes to ruin our engagement, Sean.
I almost killed myself while climbing through the window. It's all a lie. Betty, you don't believe that licentious girl, do you?
Fortunately, I managed to find evidence to support my words. Here, Betty, look. Does this look like your heart medicine?
Yes, but I don't understand.
I revealed everything I heard from Ruth. The replaced medicine and the grudge she had against Betty because of her granddaughter. As it turned out, Sean was engaged to her, but she cheated on him multiple times. When he decided to call off the engagement, Betty supported his decision. In addition, she made him promise that he would never get back together with her. Ruth realized that she had been caught and wanted to run away. Still, I made sure she couldn't go very far. Deliberate harm to one's health was a serious crime. Eventually, Ruth was taken away by the police. Betty took her medicine and felt much better.
Thank you for saving my life. And much respect for the creativity with the whipped cream, as well as the bedroom surprise. I too used to please Sean's grandfather with my wild behavior when I was young.
Betty's spicy secrets shocked me a little, but what Sean did next left me speechless.
Amy, will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
Well, get in that sinful bedroom already. After all, my favorite romantic show is about to start.
Remember, Don't be afraid to be yourself. It's your life. Live it to the fullest.
I was devastated. My husband decided to split without any explanation. After 20 years of marriage. My husband became addicted to watching spicy videos. So, I decided to cosplay girls from his favorite ones. However, it was all in vain as he remained cold. In order to save our marriage, I came up with a new plan. I bought 2 identical lingerie sets. One for me, and the other for a different woman. Stacy, the real guru of pleasure. I attended all of her seminars on how to seduce men. That evening, I forced Freddie to take a shower and let Stacy into our bedroom. According to the plan, she was supposed to take over the foreplay and leave once he was ready for me. To fool him, Stacy brought a playful mask and made the room totally dark just to be safe. Where are you, my love? I can't wait any longer. Come to me already. I tightly covered my ears with a pillow so I wouldn't hear Freddie and joined the company of the love guru. When I felt a tap on my shoulder, I sighed with relief. Yet, for some reason, my husband was standing right in front of me.
Did I do something wrong? Why did you leave and put that pillow over your ears?
I lied about having a terrible headache and asked to postpone our naughty meeting. Freddie didn't look too upset because he immediately went back to watching his favorite content. Then, I started looking for Stacy all over the house. As it turned out, she ran away and told me about it via text message.
It's a lost cause, dear. I'm washing my hands of this.
The next day, I went to see her for an explanation. Stacy assured me that she did her best and gave me some advice.
You will never win against the young girls from these videos. Either accept it or consider finding someone else.
I decided to give our relationship one last chance. As a result, I got the home internet cable.
Honey, did you forget to pay the Wi-Fi bill?
Oh, Freddie, looks like we have rats. They must have chewed through the wires. I waited until my husband's gadgets were out of battery. So, nothing would distract him. This time, I ignored Stacy's recommendations. She told me to bring something new and exciting into the bedroom. Instead, I went old school and played the song that Freddie and I first kissed to. It worked! I felt him light up for the first time in a year. It was going incredibly well until my husband passed out. That's also when I found a bottle on the floor. As it so happened, it wasn't me who turned Freddy on, but pills. At the hospital, we were told that he had a heart attack. I wanted to talk to him, to find out why he didn't tell me about the pills. However, his best friend Bob blocked my way.
He forbade me from letting you in and asked me to give you this.
Bob handed me divorce papers signed by Freddy. I was devastated. My husband decided to split without any explanation. After 20 years of marriage. Bob tried to support me and offered to give me a ride home. I accepted. But soon regretted it. Because on the way there, he put his hand on my hip.
I'm alone, and so are you. Will you invite me in for a cup of coffee?
Only after a sharp slap did Bob cool down and admit it. He was flirting under Freddy's instructions. I let Bob know that he couldn't leave without an explanation. He said my husband's libido plummeted due to his age and feared he could no longer satisfy me.
I advised him to warm up by watching spicy videos. When that didn't work, I recommended taking pills.
Bob begged for forgiveness and asked how he could make it up to me. I told him not to tell Freddy about our conversation and to assure him that the plan to seduce me had worked. Bob kept his promise. But when my husband was discharged, he demanded me to sign the papers.
What's the problem? I heard you and Bob are doing well. You found some common ground, both in life and the bedroom.
I knew that Freddy would never admit to his problem, so I decided to set an example and tell him my truth. I actually brought another person into our bedroom, but it wasn't Bob. It was a woman who was supposed to seduce you. At that moment, I acknowledged that I didn't believe in my own abilities. And that seemed like the last chance to save our family.
Wow, that's quite the news. I just couldn't come to terms with the fact that I'm no longer young. The same who used to do it 3 times a night.
I assured him that we didn't have to pretend to be young lovers. We had different superpowers. Love and devotion. Once we realized that our closeness improved without tricks from love gurus or pills.